want to create a projectile, there's a couple steps that you have to take. First, you have to get your projectile sprite into Unity and add it to your hierarchy. What you're going to do is you're going to use the projectile script that I've added on the mod scripts page. If you take a look on the class website and you look down at the bottom here, I've got a link called mod scripts. And so these are just some common scripts that students use for various things that they want to do in order to mod the game. So I have the mod script right here. And I'm not going to go through every single aspect of this, but I want you to think about modifying the code to sort of see how it works, like we've been doing with all of our other scripts. So you're going to create a script called Projectile. Make sure that your capitalizations match, and you're going to add that to your projectile in the hierarchy, as you can see right here. You're also going to need a box collider if you want your character to explode in the same way that it collided with the pillar up there. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a folder in our assets folder called Prefabs. We'll talk about what a prefab is a little bit later on, but essentially what you're going to do is you're going to drag the projectile from the hierarchy into the Prefabs folder, and that's going to create something that we can sort of reinstantiate over and over again. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to have to create an empty game object, which you can do by right-clicking, create empty, and then you're going to name it. Make sure it's not nested underneath here, so we're just going to make it at the same level. We're going to name it spawner. So I've already done that right here, so I'm going to delete this one. On the spawner game object, you're going to attach the random spawner script. And if you take a look at the class website on mod scripts, you'll see I've got the random spawner script. Make sure that the name of the script matches the public class name on line 5 right here. And back in Unity, that's going to give us a variable, and this is basically in time. So how frequently do you want your projectile to spawn? So what you'll have to do then is drag the prefab from the folder. So the Hadouken or projectile prefab, you're going to tell the random spawner what is the thing that it is supposed to spawn. So now if I press play, you can see that I've got my spawner, which is located right here, spawning these projectiles. Now if the positioning is wrong or off, make sure that you play around with the transform X value right here. So you can see my spawner is off of the screen, and then you can also see that my Hadouken prefabs are set to 0, 0, 0. So that's relative to the spawner because that's the game object variable that we assigned. Okay, hopefully that helps.